can still smell it.
Mark Nash,
Michael
Gross, the boss.
my nigga, my brother.
Let's get this done, Mike.
We all love sports, right?
Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, 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 people? Man, welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all niggas know how I get down. Little Rock, Indianapolis, I'm back, she back, he back. They back, and we in the building, y'all. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing out there today? Me, not so good. I'm not doing good at all. I just got some news that, honestly, I wasn't excited about. I'm excited about the potential buildup for the fight, but the actual fight, yeah, you might have lost me with that one. So, according to ESPN, and we're going out to Mike Coppinger, we have a proposed date, month, and we have some rumbling rumors that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman are finalizing a fight at junior middleweight. Junior middleweight. What's going on? Strapped up Sammy D. Nice, Ams, Brandon Corey Williams at Lake County, Max Stroke in the Vision, Sport Business, Bayside Boxing. What's good? Make sure y'all smash that like button on y'all way in, man. Smash that like button on your way in, man. So this is a surprise to me because I thought Errol Spence campaigned at 147. Now, if he's going to drop those belts and he's going to let them belts go at 147, I ain't got no problem with it. But the problem that I have is right now, one, you're not defending your fucking belts. You're not defending your fucking belts. Ain't Keith Thurman supposed to be like a mandatory challenger for the WBC belt? Isn't Keith Thurman supposed to be a mandatory challenger for the WBC belt? Let me do my Googles real quick. Keith Thurman, WBC mandatory. Let's see. So last month, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence was mandated by President Mauricio Sulaiman to fight at 147 for the welterweight championship of the world. Not junior middleweight, not super welterweight, the welterweight championship of the world. Now, two other outcomes can be. Maybe Keith Thurman didn't want to take the 35% split that he was going to have to take at 147, so he capitulated He capitulated to Errol Spence Jr. and allowed Errol Spence to bring the weight up to 154 if they maybe gave Thurman 60-40. 55-45. I don't know the percentages. I don't know the details. I don't know what it was. But let me see what he was mandated to get out of the WBC. Let me see. So it don't say what the split would be. It don't say what the split would be, but we do have the audio, and it's coming from Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype.
Obviously, when you were having those conversations we had this fight that was there for the taking between Terrence Crawford and feeling let down as it should be happening by two who are so angry.
It's a very complicated matter. As I stated, we are not a promoter, and we did certainly put out a strong effort to make that fight happen. We put on hold the mandatory obligations of our champion Spence, and we made it known that we're gonna give every support for the fight to take place without putting any obstacles to it. I've seen Crawford several times in person, through friends, and
right now he's talking about Crawford. Let me get to the good shit.
In it for a couple of years, I won the WFL at this moment. I was led to believe on multiple occasions that the fight was going to take place. They said November, and then probably at the beginning of the year. But now it seems it did not materialize, and I see Crawford. The thing is, as a fan, we take blows, but in every sport, started the rest, and then everything changes, and we have Phillies against the Houston, a great World Series of the best teams, the dream list, and have witnessed sensational fights. One fight that did not took place, and get angry at a sport where there's so many variables, TV network, and or what happens that when you want everything for yourself, fans, because I am always going to be a boxing fan. Tito against Estrada in December for it. Enjoy Katie Taylor, and be looking, stay
under control here, because I think that Spence has to deal with another mandatory before he deals with the WBC mandatory. But am I mistaken? Isn't Boots Ennis your number one contender?
No, the WBC's mandatory is next. That has been confirmed. Thurman is a number one contender, but everything will be seen at the convention.
Thurman is the number one contender for the WBC title. So if Thurman is the number one contender, the only way that Keith Thurman cannot impose his will and get his title shot is if he agrees to fight Earl at 154 and take some money to possibly move him up. But I don't like this train of thought if this is what happened. I don't like this because, one, you're not putting your belts on the line. When the last time you defended your belt? Danny Garcia, Ugas was a unification fight, so I don't really count that as a defense. You can if you want to. But that was good. Both champions coming in with something to lose. Danny Garcia, we ain't never, well, outside of Ocampos, we ain't really seen you defend that IBF belt. WBA, who knows what the WBA gonna do? WBA gonna be who the WBA is. They just stand on this. When he beat Butiev, he was the interim champion, but now he got to fight for. He got to fight Ortiz to be the mandatory. I don't understand that shit. So the WBA, I lost faith in the WBA a long time ago. But right now, I'm kind of losing faith in Errol Spence Jr. And I'm gonna tell you why. He's not giving Keith Thurman a title shot. Do you not think you can beat Keith Thurman at 147? Do you not think you can beat Keith Thurman at 147. The man ain't fought in 15 months. By the time y'all fight, he ain't been in the ring for 15 months. So do you think you can beat Keith Thurman at 147? Wouldn't it be advantageous to make him lose all that weight to suck down to 147? Or can you not make the weight? And if he can't make the weight, then that's a bigger issue. The bigger issue is you're holding up the division. If you can't make the weight, let the belts go, Earl. Let them belts go. If you can't make the weight at 147, don't hold up Boots Ennis getting this title shot. Don't hold up Stan Owens and Virgil Ortiz. If you can't make the weight right now, let them fight for that title. Don't hold up Keith Thurman. Let him fight somebody for the WBC title. If you can't make the weight, get out the goddamn division. Simple and plain. You're holding up progress. Either we're going to see you at 147 or we're going to see you at 154. Make your mind up, man. Make your mind up. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it. You won't even give Keith Thurman a title shot? Damn, Keith voluntarily dropped that WBC belt. He voluntarily dropped that WBC belt. Take this dumbass shit on my fucking screen. I don't know why I got NFL talk. I ain't talking about NFL. I'm talking boxing. He let go of the WBC. Like, get it, man, a shot to get his belt back. Do you fear Keith Thurman, Errol Spence? I know you don't fear Keith Thurman. I know damn well you don't fear Keith Thurman. So why not fight at 147? Now think about this, y'all. Think about this variable, right? The longer Earl does not make the weight at 147, the harder it may get for him to make that weight. So let's say he fights at 154. And he has to come back down his next fight to fight Bud for undisputed at 147. Is that going to be advantageous? If you ain't made the weight in over a year and maybe over 15 months by the time the Bud fight happened? Like, what we going to do? What are we saying? What are we doing? If you can't make the weight, then get out the division. Let's get to the particulars real quick. Now, these are only sources. Now, y'all know how Mike Carpenter do, man. Ain't nothing. He don't put a name in nothing. He always goes sources. So he goes in and says, Errol Spence and Keith Thurman are finalizing a deal for PBC on pay-per-view that is expected to take place in April. Sources told ESPN. Spence holds 3 of the 4 major titles at welterweight. But this matchup will take place at junior middleweight. WBA President Gilberto Mendoza told ESPN that he granted a special permit to fight outside the weight class without relinquishing his 147-pound title. He also holds the IBF and WBC belts. Spence will have 60 days from the fight, Mendoza said, to close a deal for a long-awaited, undisputed fight with Terrence Crawford. If not, Spence must defend his 147-pound title against Virgil Ortiz and eliminate Stan Owens, whoever wins that fight. Now, the junior middleweight division is short on name recognition outside of Jamel Charlo. I doubt that. I mean, it's some dudes at 154, my nigga. Like, you could say it's, yeah, I don't know that, man. He said that shit, but nah, bro. Now, this is where it kind of get interesting, right? Cause we went out and we gathered our receipts. You know what I'm saying? We gathered our receipts, man, cause a lot of times, man, these niggas just be talking and they really don't run shit. These dudes just be talking and they really don't run a motherfucking thing. Oh, I'm the big fish. I'm my own promoter. I'm my own boss. I'll do what I want to do. I'll do how I want to say it. Nah, dog. Nah, man. It's Cap. I gotta call Cap when I see when a nigga like me see Cap. I gotta call Cap, man. That shit Cap. Nigga talking about what did he say back in the day, y'all? What did he say back then? Thurman not fighting that man. That motherfucker wouldn't utter my name when we were both champs. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you? I thought that man was the truth. Got me a little one of them Kool-Aid jammers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These things come in handy. When you don't want a lot of drink, you don't want no soda, you don't want no what, get you one of these little jammers real quick, you can. Real fast. That's what he said. I ain't said it. He said that. He said he ain't fight Keith Thurman. Lies. Thurman would KO you in 7 rounds. The world would never know. Oh my goodness. Well, golly gee whiz. Well, golly gee, man. The world will never shit. We found it out in April. Now, this goes back to show you, man, like a lot of times these dudes say, I'm my own boss. I call the shots. It's me now, dog. Al Heyman called these shots, bro. Just like Al Heyman used Adrian Broner. And it got to a point where he couldn't afford Adrian Broner no more, or it just didn't make sense for him to give Adrian Broner that amount of money anymore. Same thing gonna happen to all fighters. Same thing happens to all fighters, man, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. The only thing you can hope to and hope for that you have a promoter or advisor that gives you some real gems outside of the ring. Teach you how to place your money, where to place your money at, where to make your money grow. Because everybody got a expiration date. Everybody, especially in professional sports. So we know you're not the motherfucking head honcho. You can suggest to Al that you don't want to fight Keith Thurman. You can goddamn mention to Al you don't want to fight Keith Thurman. But ultimately, the decision for you to fight or not fight Keith Thurman comes down to Al Heyman. Al Heyman is the boss. Ain't no me and Al against the world. It's Al Heyman versus everybody. Either you get on board or you go to Black Prime and fight on Black Prime like Adrian Broner. Oh, AB and Al was cool. Al was making money. AB was making money. She was all good just a week ago. Now, to me, this really does look like, now and maybe I'm being cynical, maybe I'm being overboard, maybe I'm just being downright an Errol Spence Jr. hater. But damn, it looked like you scared of Keith Thurman. You're bringing him up in weight, and you don't want him to and you don't want to give him a title shot. So even if he beats you, he won't win nothing. Even if he beats you, he won't win nothing. Looks like it looked like a real. It looked real crazy, man. It looked real crazy that you won't even give Keith Thurman a title shot. What's going on, Seattle? Rick 2OC, IX. That's, man, to me, man, ultimately, that shit pussy, bro. I ain't being lying. Fuck it. I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. That shit pussy, bro. To me. Why not give Keith Thurman a title shot? Why not beat that man at 147, then go into the fight with fucking Bud? Oh, you need a break from 150. You need a break? I can't make the move up. If you can't make the weight, drop the belts and move up. Nigga had this excuse. He been having this excuse for 2-3 years now. Oh, it's getting hard to make the weight. Bud told y'all what it's gonna be. Y'all gonna say he was too big, he was weight drained, and he stayed at 147 too long. Bud told y'all what y'all niggas gonna say, and y'all didn't believe him when he said it.
The best, we go neutral. We can go there. Vegas or New York. And then when I stop him, they'll say he's too small.
Hey, so when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my mic.
And he stayed at 147.
He would not stop.
Too long.
He would not stop.
Okay.
You crazy. Careful what you smoking on. Ask me, who the hardest been hit by?
Hey, look, every person that you name, ask him what I done did to him.
Ask me who the hardest been hit by.
It don't matter. If you drop him and I dropped him, what that mean? They both got dropped.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear all the Errol Spence fans say, man, my dude just taking a fight at 154, man. He need a break from making 147, man. That shit sound pussy, bro. To me. And I can only give my opinion on this shit. I can't give nobody else's opinion but mine. But to me, honestly, bro, if we just keep it in 100, like, what are we doing? Are you fighting or aren't you fighting? Are you going goddamn give Keith Thurman his proper respect as a former champion? Only got one loss, and that loss was a split decision? That loss was a split decision to a legend with no drug testing. I'm giving y'all the facts. I'm no fucking drug testing for Pacquiao Thurman. Hey, we don't know what Pacquiao had in his goddamn. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna, cause I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna put that out there. But what I do know is shit. One no motherfucking drug testing. One no Vada for that motherfucker. One no Vada in that motherfucker. You feel me? So with that being said, like what are we doing, man? I don't even get it, bro. Like, sometimes that shit just be beyond me, man. Sometimes I look up and I think to myself, boxing, bro. Boxing just got its own set of rules and they just do it how they want to do it. Real shit. It got its own set of rules. You can have whatever advantage you want to have. These are no one-off fights. EJ do tune-up, remember? Man, come on, bro. Keith Thurman ain't fought in 16 months by the time they fight in the ring. If this ain't a tune-up, I don't know what it is. The man been out for damn near a decade. And that's just me being over. I'm exaggerating, of course. I'm exaggerating. But Keith Thurman been out for goddamn me 16 months. Y'all know how much weight he done gained in 16 months? Y'all know how many fucking injuries he probably done had in that time frame? The motherfucker could goddamn me, he could motherfucking step off a sidewalk and get hurt. And what about the fans, man? What about the fans, bro? What about the fans that might get robbed of a upset? An upset which really don't mean too much of shit. Errol won't lose his belts, and Errol will still be undefeated at 147. Errol won't lose his belts, and Errol will still be undefeated at 147. So what's the real risk, man? Where's the risk, bro? At least Bud put his belt on the line. I don't see no risk at all. Smash that like button on the way in. Smash that like button on the way in, man. Let me see how many likes I got, man. Get them likes up real quick, man. Oh, never mind. I'm talking about Errol. And I'm talking about Errol in a manner that a lot of people don't like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these Errol Spence fans don't like the way I talk about Errol. My bad. Tell your man get his goddamn nuts up. You know what I'm saying? Tell your man get his nuts up, man, and get a nigga Keith Thurman a damn title shot. Tell him to get his nuts up and give Keith Thurman a title shot. Nope. I'm gonna fight him at 154. I'm gonna fight him at 154. Pathetic, bro. Look, man, phone lines are open right now. What's going on, Brandon Maurice? Make it make sense, bro. Why Earl fighting at 154, man? Is it about the risk and not the reward? I mean, like he couldn't even give Keith Thurman a chance to get his belt back. Nigga, the only reason you got the WBC belt is because Keith was willing to give it up. And let two niggas fight for it that he already beat. You got Keith Thurman leftovers twice. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. Is that what we doing? The man couldn't even get a man a fucking that. To me, that is disgusting. I can't. Maybe I'm just being overboard, but that is disgusting. What are we watching? And why are we watching? And why we gotta pay for it if no belts on the line? We're gonna have all this big time, all the big build up, keep them in back. He talking shit. Yo, D Nice, what's good, homie?
Mike on Sports.
Trying to make it make sense, man. Trying to figure out why Earl fighting at 154 and he not giving Keith Thurman a title shot, bro. That to me, I just don't like that.
Well, I think that's really the stick it to Keith. Say, I'm going to beat your ass and you don't get nothing for it. But even further than that, man, he just don't want to fight Crawford. That's all it is.
But if you Keith, though, why even accept that offer?
I think Keith going to take the accolades either way. If he beats Spence, it don't matter where it's at. Because he can still come back down, and now he's the next best thing.
But if you beat Spence, you look around and be like, I'm supposed to get that Crawford fight now. I want that Bud fight now. No. Let's be real, though. That's what's supposed to happen. If you go out there and you beat Errol Spence Jr. and you get no reward for beating Errol Spence Jr., what the fuck does it matter? Errol Spence will still be undefeated at 147.
He do get a reward. I think they would throw him in there with Charlo.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you at 154. That's undisputed.
So he gonna leapfrog my boy Tower and Inferno. He gonna leapfrog him.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man, hell no.
Hell no. He can't. Fedora gonna have to win his turn. Man, Fedora not ready for a title shot.
Fedora mandatory. He is ready.
He a mandatory for which one?
For the WBC. You see what he did to Lou?
What does that mean? And what does that mean?
It needs to happen, don't it?
No, I'm saying, but what does a mandatory mean in today's boxing game?
I mean, that's true, because niggas to be dodging these mandatory nigga every fucking day.
Look at Stanionis. Stanionis was a mandatory, and he has to fight another title eliminator.
The nigga beat Boutiev for the fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for the mandatory. Yeah. Now you gotta fight Stanionis. Like, what's going on? I mean, none of
Keith
that.
Thurman became a mandatory off of beating a 140-pounder who came off a loss.
That's what I'm saying. That's wild too, though.
So
But
you know,
I think
honestly,
it's a WBC giving Keith a bone because he did relinquish the belt when he was injured. So you kind of got to
giving
respect
Keith a bone. They giving Al Heyman a bone. Ain't got shit to do with Keith. This is WBC and Al Heyman's relationship.
I got you on that. But so give me your overall feeling about this fight happening.
I like it. That's the thing. I like it. I'm a boxing fan. I definitely like this fight.
I like it, but I would love it if the belts were on the line.
So would I.
Okay.
So would I.
So when the same position, I bet. I'm just making sure, man, because I just don't like the fact, man, that you're going to 154. So that's telling me as a fan, this dude can't really make this weight no more, man. If he only wants to fight Bud at this weight and not give nobody else a chance at this weight, that means he may think he's vulnerable making this weight right now. And if that's the case, then nigga, drop the belts. You already said you'll fight Charlo. Go fight your boy. Tell Derek James to fucking pick.
Yeah. Now I would love to see if he vacate, put Crawford in there with Boots for that IBF.
Man, make it happen. I'm not, man, and this might be an unpopular opinion too, but over the weekend, he's not ready for either one of them. He's not ready.
No, it's very popular with me. I see it.
Well, shit. I mean, if you couldn't see it, Nick, something wrong with you. Something wrong with
skill and experience. Skill and experience often differ, man. And he has the skill,
yes,
but he doesn't have the experience.
But does he have the skill?
Because
a lot of time I equate skill in boxing with ring generalship and learning and knowing when to cut off the fucking ring. I know this dude was herky jerky, but you can close the distance and cut the nigga off and not let him spin out every time.
Definitely. And his ring IQ lacks. His ring IQ definitely lacks. Because I want to say it might have been the 8th round. He hurt Korean to the body.
Yeah. He's visibly too.
He had him all bad. And then the next round, he abandoned ship.
He abandoned the body. And maybe it's being on the big time pay-per-view, want to get that highlight reel knockout. You on the Tank, you know what Tank gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it's that too, man. Maybe he's going for the knockout and he just exerted himself.
Trying to impress. He got a lot of his peoples there. You know what I'm saying? There's deciding factors in his performance, but my thing is, and I've been saying this since the fight, is Boots is a victim of his own hype and media hype. He bought into the hype the same way the media did. Now, if you want people to judge him as a great, then that's going to have to be all the way around the board. He can't be a great one day, but then a young fighter that's learning the next. No, it doesn't work that way.
I was going
into this fight. He was the heir apparent to the title.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say he kind of reminded me of Teofimo Lopez, but at least Tio went out there and beat Loma. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
At least he went out there and beat somebody. I can't even say he's Teofimo Lopez. Like, we've seen it a lot, man. A lot of times, like, these fighters, they get built up, and we see flaws in them. Like, Daniel Dubois got in there with fucking Joe Joyce, and we seen what was the real, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was built up, and he had a lot of fanfare, too. So, I just don't know right now if he's ready, but unfortunately, in the position that he's in, he's the mandatory now, so he has no choice but to be ready if that Errol Spence fight does come to him. But I'm of the mindset, and the way the report is reading, I don't know if Errol Spence fight anybody else other than Crawford at 147. And I'm not even confident that he fights Crawford at 147 now.
Me neither. I'm not confident he fights at 147 again. You talking about over a year since his last fight, and then going into another fight, it being generous, say 6 months from April. You talking about 18, 19 months that he hasn't fought at 147. I don't see it.
And Bayside Boxing, you crazy. They say, goddamn me, Anthony Joshua wanted to fight Dylan White at heavyweight, and he didn't want to put his belt on the line when he had him. I'll be calling Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua dumb motherfuckers too. I like the fight. I like the fight, but I would love to fight it if the belts were on the line. That's all we're saying. So just to say that we are like self-hate and all this dumb shit, like get off Al Heyman.
I definitely want to see the fight, and I think Spence gonna crush. I think Spence gonna crush Thurman.
I don't know, man.
I think Spence gonna.
A lot of bad blood between these dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime bad.
I think he about to mop it. About to mop the floor with Thurman.
Anytime bad blood comes out, bro, I'm just keep Thurman like y'all. I know we ain't seen him in a minute. I know he fight once a year. I mean, once every 2 years. But the motherfucker can fight. That's what I'm saying. Like the motherfucker can fight, bro.
Is it bad blood on Thurman's side, or is it bad blood on Spence's side?
I think Spence's bad blood is gone. I think right now the bad blood is on Thurman's side. Thurman is he should be seething right now. Like this motherfucker.
I don't think he is. Why should Thurman be seething?
Because he ain't put the best. Go ahead.
Thurman get everything he asked for though.
What's that?
He told y'all he was fighting Spence.
Mm-hmm.
He told you he was next in line.
Mm-hmm.
He already said them belts don't really mean much to him. He was never about to fight Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
He was never about to fight Crawford. And then he got another line. If he win at 154, he got another line straight to an undisputed fight. You think Charlo wouldn't jump in there with Thurman?
Absolutely he would. Absolutely he would.
And Thurman is sitting real pretty right now.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can see that, but what if Charlo decides to move up? And you just said Errol Spence might never fight at 154 again. I mean, at 147. At 147 again. So even if
Charlo move up,
if Keith loses, then what?
I mean, it's back to the drawing board. You to the end of the line, like you supposed to. That's what's supposed to happen.
At least give me a goal for my losing, my nigga. Like what is the visible goal? Fight Charlo? Like Charlo got so many shit that he got to fucking deal with before he even think about Thurman. He gotta fight Fundora. Yeah. He has to get his Mexican fighter, and Fundora is waiting on his ass. I got no.
He ain't got to fight Fundora though. Man. Like you know that, Mike.
Man.
You know he doesn't have to fight Fundora. Man. They shit.
I think
if Al Heyman don't deem it so, it won't happen.
And that's what I'm saying. I think Al nigga like Fundora. Shit, Al fed nigga Fundora a lot of niggas in the past couple of years.
He might like Fundora, but I don't see him about to throw an asset away on Charlo because I don't think Fundora can beat Charlo.
What's the bigger ass? Oh, okay. So you're saying so we're pretty much in the same picture. I view Fundora as a bigger asset than Charlo, and I think when he becomes champion, it's gonna be like a whole nother Mexican. It's gonna be it's gonna be that. So you don't think Fundora can beat Charlo?
Not at this point.
What?
Not at this point. He take too many shots. I think he tailor made for Charlo.
Charlo get punched too now. Like we ain't like
he do. But Charlo done showed the team.
Yeah.
Fundora done showed he can hit that mat.
Man, I know, but he got hit by Lubin though. Like, I know we ain't see Lubin hit Charlo, but shit, if Lubin wouldn't got called in the first round, who wouldn't know how that fight would have went? But it happened how it happened.
Just based off a knockout ratio, I'm gonna go with Charlo hitting harder. Off the eye test, it appears that Charlo hits harder.
Man, Nick Fundora.
I just don't see Fundora winning at this point. And if you're looking at the track record of Al Heyman and his fighters, he doesn't set his guys up in that manner.
Yeah. But I mean, he set Lubin up in that manner. Was Lubin ready for Charlo?
Lubin wasn't an asset.
I don't know. Lubin had a lot of.
It was no sweat off they. It was no sweat off their nose though. When it was a win-win for him.
Yeah. Because either one was going to be that. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to go ahead? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. See, I was just about to say with Lubin, if he won, great. We got another star we can build up, and we can take him on. Charlo could bounce back. We got his brother. All that. With Fundora, you knock him out. Now you just wasted some shit. Fundora gonna fall to the back of the line. That's an asset gone.
That is an asset gone. That's totally.
And if you see how they moving them, they moving Fundora with more care than Lubin.
Absolutely.
It's more behind Fundora than Lubin. So that alone let you know. But I'm with the fight, man. I definitely want to see the fight. I would love to see Spence in there with Crawford. I don't know how it's about to turn out with Spence and Boots. When does the 120 days activate?
So I believe after the fight with Thurman, WBA said he had 60 days to either move up or agree to terms with Stanonis and Stanonis and the who fuck he fighting here? Virgil Ortiz with her. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if Virgil wins, he might stay at 147.
I see Virgil staying there for a little bit.
No, I'm saying Earl. If Virgil win, he might stay at 147. That's another fight in Dallas, Texas, where a big Mexican fan base is, and we already seen what Earl can do without the Mexican fan base when he fought Danny Garcia and Ugas, right? Didn't he fight Ugas in Texas?
Yeah. So how do they circumvent Boots?
I mean, WBA is next up. Like, Boots gonna have to wait. I mean, I ain't seen the IBF say nothing about how long that they have to like.
They said he had 120 days.
So how
well, that's what Ennis and his team is saying, that the IBF has reportedly said he has 120 days from his title defense. That's the 120 days I was talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so he got 60 days for the WBA, then he got 120 days. Like, and again. I don't know if he fights Boots. Like, he might fight Virgil Ortiz, and you know what? I'm done. I'm moving up to 154. I can't make the weight no more. Now, if Stanonis win, he probably not gonna move up to 154. I mean, he's probably not gonna fight Stanonis. That's what I believe. That's what I believe wholeheartedly.
Because it ain't shit.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Yeah, that's not a big fight.
None in the game.
It's definitely not a big fight.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Boots next fight. I can see Boots next fight against the dude that just beat Rashidi.
Rashidi.
That's a great bounce back fight for Boots, because Boots taking a lot of flack right now.
Yeah, it was an ugly fight for Ellis, man. Dude really just broke him down.
Can you hear me, Mike?
You stick in there.
We hear you, Jay.
Come forward.
I'm not here.
You stick Boots in there with a come forward fighter and getting back on that hype train where he's the baddest man walking, and then you can roll on the way you was doing.
Right.
But that's my call, man. Salute to the show.
And just for the record, you said you got Earl beating Keith, right?
I got Earl beating Keith. I got Earl beating Boots. I got Crawford beating all of them. And that's my call.
All right, D nice, man. Salute, bro.
Salute. Mike, man, let us get some more shows, man.
Man, yeah. If they keep on putting bullshit ass news like this out, I might just quit my goddamn job. Fuck it. All right, D nice. Salute.
Yeah.
What going on, Jay? Hardcore Boxing News, man. Y'all go subscribe to my guy right now, man. Hardcore Boxing News, man. OG in the boxing game, does some affiliate work with Fight Hype. Got a great interview, like I told y'all last time, with Calvin Ford on the Fight Hype platform. So y'all go check that out for him. Jay, what's going on, my guy? Jay, can you hear me? Hardcore Boxing News. You muted. Can you hear me? Audio bad? Let me know when you're ready, big dog. Let me know when you're ready. Look, man, phone lines are open. My D Nice just called in, man. If you want to call into the show, then you got a problem like with like what I'm saying, or like how I'm doing it, or like maybe I'm just maybe I'm being a hater, man. But damn it, man. I just want to keep to get like some kind of accolade for beating Earl. But Jay, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How you living?
Man, I'm just trying to keep life simple, man. Ain't nothing special. Trying to figure out this well, I'm an old head like what y'all say, so sometimes I can't get shit right.
Man, let everybody know where to follow you at.
What's going on? What we talking about? On YouTube, you can follow me at Hardcore Boxing News. On Instagram, it's Hardcore Boxing News 51.
What about Twitter? I see you got Twitter.
At Boxing Hardcore.
All right, we go, man. We talking about this fight that just got announced, man. Like, what's your thoughts about it? Why you think Errol going to 154? And do you think Errol will fight at 147 again?
I mean, the only logical reason that I feel though that this fight is happening at 154 is risk. I mean, I got to keep it real because I can't see any other reason. Because at least if he lose this fight, but if he lose this fight, what's the use of going to 147 and fighting Crawford? So, because then nobody really want to see that fight.
You'll still have the belts, and you still be undefeated at 147.
It don't feel. It's just like when Pacquiao lost, man. It took a minute before Mayweather wanted to fight him again. He had to build his momentum back up.
And maybe Errol just got to do the same thing.
No, the thrill is gone, just like how it is with Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I want to see it, but I ain't pressed to see it.
I don't think that thrill is gone, guys. I mean, honestly, like both lose the top in the same boat. It's not undisputed low, but they in the same boat, Jay. Like they not the best boxers in the heavyweight division. That's Usyk and that's Fury. Okay, let them fight. But right under them two, who the next two best in line? If Wilder go out there and flatline Andrew Ruiz, come on, man. Come on. We already know how he can move. He's going to beat up Andrew Ruiz. Wilder going to have a big fight with Joshua. Now, it may not do what it was supposed to do back in the day, but it still might do 800,000 pounds, and that's still good. And this day and age, really, really, really good.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I still don't. It's not the same feeling that I had once before, where I was like, man, they both undefeated. Joshua got 3 belts, Wilder got 1 belt, and now they're about to merge for undisputed champion of the world at heavyweight. You know what I mean? If they fight now, neither one of them got belts.
You know what they do got?
What they got?
Personality.
Followers. Yeah.
Personality.
Wilder got personality.
Yeah, nigga, Joshua, nigga, I'm the landlord. Tell your mama to your mom should thank me. Nobody told Big Baby, like nigga, your mama should thank me, nigga. I'm paying the rent. Come on, man.
Then came to New York and shit the bed. The landlord got no keys that weekend.
Who shut it first?
He got jacked by Bookman, the janitor, Jack.
He came back and beat that janitor too.
Yeah, he ran the whole time.
It is what it is, bro.
Come on now, when a man knock you down a couple of times and you supposed to be this knockout artist, when you come back, you supposed to come back and smash him. He didn't come back and smash him. He danced around the ring and everything. Come on.
I agree with that. But again, you know how fight week goes. You know how the first presser goes. You know with them press conference, dudes get into their emotions. While they're gonna start talking about nigga, you ducked me for years. Josh was like, nah, I ain't ducked your side. You know how it go, Jay. And that right there brings that intrigue back.
Oh yeah, the face off alone is gonna be crazy.
Well, folks, intrigued until Wilder said to this day. Oh, that right there gave me nigga 200,000 more miles right there.
There it is.
You know what and you know Wilder good for the moments. Joshua has his moments. Joshua may start rapping with them in press conference. Who knows? But the only thing that I'm saying, even if Spence lose, he'll still have his belts at 147 and he'll still be undefeated. So there's still a way or a route for him to have vindication against Crawford. If he goes out there and beats Crawford for his belt, then what? Okay, I lost to Thurman. I had an off day, whatever, but I beat the nigga that y'all said was the best pound for pound in the world. So even if he loses, there's still that intrigue. Maybe that's why Al is crossing his T's and dotting his I's. No belts on the line, no fight at 147.
Or if you look at it another way, that's one way I'm looking at it. But another way is Spencer was like, well, maybe I don't want to bust my ass to get down to 147 to fight this guy, man. You know what I mean? And especially he ain't gonna make the type of money he gonna make to fight Crawford. So he was like, I do it at 154. I don't know how that got down though, but the simple fact it's supposed to be mandatory for 147, and how does it end up being at 154? What happened to the mandatory?
I don't know. Ask WBC, but you know what they say?
Yeah, me either. That's that dirty game. That's that dirty game of boxing.
Been dirty. It's hard to make weight when you sleep.
Dirty game.
If he ain't making 147 in, let's say, what's gonna be 16 months, so it might be 19 months when he fight Crawford. Let's be real. I ain't made it in almost 2 years. Do I really want to make it again? Come on, Jay. I mean, we heard it earlier. The writing could be on the wall. This shit could just be, saying, a process. I'm gonna fight Thurman first. I'm gonna take a month, then I'll drop the belts in. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if you don't get the Bud fight right after Thurman, if you're gonna drop him or not. If he doesn't, I think he will drop him. But Jay, take over for about 30 seconds, man. Let me go check on my daughter real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your thing, man. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Thurman fighting Spence, man, because I always wanted to actually see that particular fight, to be truthfully honest, because I always felt though that Thurman was a good cerebral fighter, and that and he can hit, he can move, you know what I mean? So all the tangible, whatever that word is, I can't even say it right now, but that makes him a good fighter. Now, yeah, he did lose to Pacquiao, and he couldn't knock out Barrios. I hear what y'all saying already, but yet I feel though that he will rise to the occasion against Spence. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think that he can beat Spence whatsoever. I feel though that Spence gonna go down to that body, gonna beat that body bad, more than anybody ever beat that body, and I feel though that he's going to be the first person to put Thurman down and keep him down. That's what I feel about this particular fight. He's going to be at 147, so he's going to be good and strong. You don't have to shrink down to 47. So I feel though it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts. And don't get me wrong, I feel though that Thurman will give him some go, but I feel though that mentally, I don't think Thurman feels though he can beat Spence. But he will get out there and get that check for sure. But it seems like he's been ducking Spence for a long time. And it's to the point now where he's at his twilight of his career. And he's like, hey, let me get this bag and go ahead and fight Spence now, So we'll see what happens with that, man. I was so happy to get some new news about that today. I'm surprised about the 154 division for sure, but that's boxing for you. You never know what the boxing game got in store for you. Here's my man Mike back on the wheel. What's up, Mike?
Man, I'm just thinking, bro. I rolled in there in the house and I was thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if you are Derek James? How do you feel about the situation? Because let's just say, because last thing that we said is he might not go back to 147, and we know Earl, like he already said, I'll fight y'all over here. What's up? Shit. I mean, cool with him, but I'll fight him. What position did that put Derek James in? Do you encourage Charles to move up? And if you do that, does that seem like maybe you're not sure that he can beat Earl? Or does Earl draw the line in the sand and say, man, I'm about to announce this shit. I got this super shit. I can move up and challenge him right away. You got to pick.
I think they're gonna play musical chairs. That's what I'm hearing on the street. That Earl moving to 54, Jamel moving to 60, and his brother Jamal is moving to 68. That's pretty much what I'm hearing right now, and it only make good sense.
Yeah, the right definitely.
You know, I feel everybody gonna move up.
Jamal, for Jamal, that writing is definitely on the wall because Andre fought at 168, Canelo's at 168. For Jamal, that makes total sense. But for Jamel, I'm the big dog, nigga. I'm the undisputed champion, nigga. Y'all telling me because he moving up, I gotta move up. Fuck that nigga. If he won't smoke, we can get smoked. And what Derrick James always says, is, y'all, you say you love me as a boxing fighter. You say you love me. Fight me then. You know you a star, you know I'm a star. The best way for us to make money is to fight each other. You say you love me. Let's go ahead and do all this hoopla. Derrick James split. He chose Earl over him. Let's do all this shit, and we in the background laughing. So are they mature enough to come to the table like that? Do you think?
I definitely think so. Because can you hear me?
Yeah.
I definitely think so. That because Spence already on it for it. He ain't got no problem. He already said he ain't got no problem with fighting Jamel. He don't have no friends in the ring. You know what I mean? We just got to get Jamel on board. But then the other problem that we have is who's training who. Now Spence has been with Derrick from the jump, so I would think that he's going to have to. Jamel's going to have to get another trainer. Bottom line, I don't see them having no problem fighting because they both sparred each other numerous times, so they fought each other for free. Why not fight each other for the bag now? You know what I'm saying? So I don't see no problem with it. That would be great. That would be extremely great. They get a bag and keep it moving, man. You know, it would be a hell of a fight. They'll do it in Texas, so you know it's going to do numbers. They'll do it at Super Bowl State. I mean, I call it Super Bowl Stadium, because you know I'm a Cowboy, but
it might as well be, nigga. I mean, nigga, still, and that stadium got built what 10 years ago. It's still probably the best stadium in the U.S. hands down, with the best viewing. But like for the people in the audience, the viewing is spectacular, bro. Like that screen, no matter what seat you in from side to side, you can see that motherfucker. I'm talking about seeing good too.
Yeah, I've never been to that stadium. I've been to the old stadium, and my goal this year is probably to make it to that stadium. You know, in the end of the year. But I definitely would love to see that fight, man, because I'm gonna tell you, man, the kid Jamel has definitely transformed into something real nice now. You know, so I would love to see him and Earl get it on. And I'll be truthfully honest.
The thing about Jamel, man, like
you listen to the.
You can see Jamel like live the life of a boxer, man. You don't never see him flabby. You don't never see him out of shape. Like that dude is one of the most in shape fighters in the business, and that's probably one of the reasons he's been able to stay at 154 for so long. His brother's gonna move up 2 weight classes, why he had to stay out. Like, he had to move up for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I think Jamel,
he does seem like a Spartan. He does seem like he lives that Spartan life. And you don't find too many boxers that actually do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't see that anymore. I mean, they be at the bar these days more than we do, you know. So
they should. Yeah, they got more money than us.
Yeah, I know, but you got time for that when you retire, man. Right now, you're supposed to be the best you can be. And when we was coming up, man, we looked at athletes that's just pure individuals that didn't do this, didn't do that. But then, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard bust my head open with doing cocaine. So, you know, that went out the window, you know. So
he was on that booger sugar?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was known, man.
Oh wow, damn.
Yeah, he had a cocaine habit for a minute, but he got it together.
That's a lot of money, though, man. I can't like, I ain't gonna like.
Can't even imagine having that type of money and doing coke.
Nigga got a big bale of bud back here, man. What you do, Mike? I'm not. That's not personal. That's personal right there, dog. But yeah, man, I mean, it just goes like wherever you are, you gonna be times 10 with money. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I mean, maybe it's the first time for him to use cocaine because he influenced. Because honestly, like you don't see a lot of cocaine in the hood. Like, yeah, that's just something like you don't really see that much because that's a drug that a lot of black folks really don't use. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a little money. You feel me?
I didn't even know people still use it, but now they say they call it clean now or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, folks still, hell yeah, folks still use that shit, yeah. Because that's it's one of those drugs that you can get out of your system in 3 days. You
yeah, that is true. That's a 3-day lick.
It's in, it's out. It's a weekend, nigga. Friday night, you tune up. By Monday morning, you goddamn coming off that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, you also can have a chance of getting a heart attack too.
Yeah, that fentanyl and that shit now too, boy.
You don't know what's in stuff. I mean, even before the fentanyl, look at Len Bias. He ended up having a heart attack. You know, so.
Damn, about Len Bias, such a first round kick.
Huh? Yeah, he died because of cocaine.
So overall, let's keep it real though. Let's go ahead and close out with this right here.
Okay.
Are we gonna get Earl and Bud? Are we gonna get it? Because the writing on the wall for Earl 154 might be his next tour. Might be his next destination. Bud.
Well, Bud said he was coming. Bud said if he couldn't get Spence, he'd come get his cheerleader, right? So he was willing to come to 54.
Does Bud clean up 147 before he does that, or does he go right to 154? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like outside of Ennis, I think I ain't gonna lie, I don't know, because
47 looking sweet for him right now, huh? Just like how 40 was, huh? It was too sweet.
If Stanley Owens win, I think Stanley Owens a fight Bud. If Virgil Ortiz win, I think Ortiz will want to fight Bud. But the way Golden Boy operates, we know Golden Boy will gonna give him 3-4 fights before they even talk about a fight with Bud, because they want to.
Yeah, but you know how long it would take to actually get all the belts again once they've been divvied out? Yeah, I mean it'd be years to be able to. Yeah, it'd be years before you get all them belts together again, man. Crawford be 38, 40 years old about time.
And he could be 53, but you get that fucking. And so yeah, I mean, if Earl does drop it, yeah, I mean, unless you want to be a unified champion at 147 and try to get one more belt for you move up, I can see that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, then yeah, 154. Man, and I don't know, like, does Bud really top out at 154 like that? Does he really fill out to 154? Some big things.
I'm for this. I said that if Bud did come up to fight Jamel, I felt Jamel would smash him, bro. I really do.
But I do
especially if Bud gonna make that, especially if it being his first fight. Nah.
The only thing I don't think it'd be good for him. Only thing that I think that's on Bud's side is that he does that wrestling shit. That's it.
Yeah, they said he's strong. They said he's strong as a bull.
But Jamel is strong as a bull too, though. Shit, Jamel, that nigga not no weak nigga. Like, don't get it twisted. I might be a big fan of Jamel, but he come apart. And when he throw them hooks, oh my God, he throwing them hoes hard as hell. I ain't never seen a nigga throw them hooks so hard.
He get you on them ropes. He's pressing you. He put the full court press on you.
Yes, sir. Noah Richardson nigga back in 94 back with the Arkansas nigga, 90 minutes. What do you call it? 60 minutes of hell or 30 minutes of hell, something like that. What would they call that shit back then? No, 40 minutes of hell. Yeah. Oh, Nolan, nigga. Nolan was a bad boy, man. No, they made Arkansas win the championship. We ain't never won 1 cent. We ain't won 1 cent, dog. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, man. I hope we get the Crawford fight, man. But I'm starting to feel like my man Ron now, man. I really feel like we ain't gonna get it. I hate to say it. I was the most optimistic person about that fight. I don't think we get it at 47.
I agree with that. If it don't happen right, I mean right after
December.
No, hell no. See, this is what y'all be fucking up, man. Y'all gotta put this shit before the NFL season starts. Give us something after the NBA, before the NFL. August, September, that's when you gonna make your money.
It would have to be September. It would have to be September. It had to be September then.
Yeah, think about what Canelo does. He goes in May. He goes in goddamn me September. You know, those 2 dates is when I got the least resistance. Now I might give y'all one in the December every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Just to fill me out. You feel me? And that's one thing about Canelo. I respect him for that. Most fight, he sometimes give us 3. You know what I'm saying? And that's hands up to him, guys. Man,
he about getting them. He definitely about getting them checks, man. He is check oriented. I'm telling you. He wants that money.
He fight a lot. I don't know how much Canelo got left, man. He fight a lot. He got a lot of rounds on his resume. A lot of rounds. So
yeah, man. About time he fought Floyd, he had over 50 fights underneath his belt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. But he turned pro at what, 15, 16, some crazy number.
Yeah, so I mean that take toll on your body, bro. A lot of toll on your body. Just all that training and sparring. That's what's hard. The fights are not hard. It's the training, the sparring, and all that. That breaks your body down.
What was your reaction? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga Gervonta Davis brings him out, bro. Gervonta Davis brings them motherfuckers. Hey, I said, damn, that's the chocolate city that they was telling me about when I was younger. All the big Meek Mill, Steven Jackson, all the boxers was there. Leonard Ellerby came out and showed love. Lil Baby was there. Like,
when Leonard had a fight out, Leonard had a fight. He had Jaleel Hackett there.
I got you. Hey, Tank.
Yeah, but you know, him and Tank cool though. Leonard Elby, yeah, they cool. Yeah.
If Tank is smart, he'll talk to Leonard. Hey, I know you know, could you point me in the direction of somebody that could run this business like how you run Mayweather Promotions? Maybe you have an understanding that you're using right now and may want to send them my way. Let me groom them. And I already know Tank guy 6'7" or what 6'5", what fucking name is. But shit, Leonard do a good job. And he a name already. Like,
yeah. One thing about Gervonta, he's definitely going to have to delegate some people around him that's going to make sense. You know what I mean? That can handle certain things. I mean, he shouldn't have been able to come out when that debacle happened and have to put out his own press statement. That was tacky, man. You know, you're supposed to have a PR person to do that. You know what I mean? So I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all. He shouldn't be naked like that, man. You know what I mean? Somebody supposed to stepped up. I thought he had a PR guy, so maybe he don't. I don't know. But a lot of stuff that happened shouldn't have happened. I mean, if you had the right lawyers and the right PR person, that would have been handled so much better. What do you think? Okay, Mike must be on the phone. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed that fight this weekend. But one thing about Gervonta Davis fights, man, they keep me on my edge of my seat. And when I say that is because the fights that he have is always competitive. When he fought Barrios, it was competitive. When he fought Santa Cruz, it was competitive. When he fought Rolly, it was competitive. It was like those guys were right there with him. And next thing you know, once he warms up and he started putting that press on you, bang, there you go. You sleep. I mean, this kid this time said when Tank hit him, he couldn't see no more and he didn't know where he was at. I don't want to get hit with nothing like that. I mean, goodness gracious, it was over. He went back to his corner and all he was doing is shaking his head. and his coach was going like this and he was going like this. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, no more. And his coach was telling him, no, it's okay. He was like, no. He was no mas. He didn't want no more. Simple as that, man. It was that funny. He wanted no more. And but it scares me. I brought that up to say this. If somebody that has good control over reach and distance, range and distance and everything, that can control you with your jab, and like how Mayweather used to say, whatever you do best, I'm going to take that away from you. If they can take Tank power away from him and keep him at a distance and be able to control the fight, then does Tank still win? Will Tank still be able to outbox him like he did Cruz? Or will this person get that decision?
Depending on the size of the person, Cruz was smaller, so Tank had the advantage with the reach. But with somebody like Devin Haney, if
Shakur Stevenson,
that's why, and that's the last thing that I was gonna bring out. I say the best for last, what told me. But Devin, he has the ability, but does he have the chin and does he have the power to keep Tank off of him? Shakur Stevenson, that's one of them dudes that's
you can't hit him.
Total package.
The boy like the Matrix, man. He was like
he can fight going forward, he can fight going backwards, and give you the business however you want to get down. If you want to sit there and range and exchange with Shakur, good luck, because you ain't gonna be able to hit him. And Tank being the shorter fighter, I just don't see it. I would lean towards Shakur in that fight, but I think that's a fight that's down the line. It might be.
I'm gonna tell you, me being in the area and everything where Tank, be at and all, I always hear we still haven't seen the best of Tank. I hear that a lot from a lot of different fighters that have sparred him, that has been in the gym and seen some spectacular stuff. And they say when Tank is totally in shape and everything, he got so many tools in his bag that we have not seen yet. So maybe when that particular fight comes and he see himself down, maybe he reach into that toolbox and pull out what he didn't never use before. So, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to talk about and way more better thing to see. I'm for this like that because he said from now on, he's controlling his career and that he's sending contracts. So I want to see him send a contract to Devin right after Ryan. And then, whoever else, if it's Shakur that want that smoke, because I think they kind of lightly beefing now, I think he want to go ahead and put them hands on Shakur too. So I would love to see all that. That would make my whole 2023 and give me Crawford and Spence too. And Wilder and Joshua, I mean, I have a great year.
Absolutely, man. But I doubt we're going to get all that shit this year. But Jalen, man, go ahead and close the thing down, man. Y'all salute. Again, let everybody know where to follow you at so they can get some of this hardcore boxing news on a daily basis. And let them know.
Oh, definitely. Hit me in YouTube at Hardcore Boxing News. Please come over there and subscribe. I definitely make sure it's one-stop shop for news. I love just getting it out, getting that news out of whatever's happening daily. And also on my Instagram page, which is Hardcore Boxing News 51. I always keep my news stacked on my pages so you'll know what's happening for you. So definitely please come out. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on my side of the channel, man. And that's Hardcore Boxing News on YouTube. Please subscribe. I need them.
Absolutely, man. Y'all go something like that right now. And man, great show, bro. And y'all know what I always say, man. Every superhero nigga's theme music. You know I got mine. Y'all smash that thumb button on the way out, man. Support Jay. Support your bro Mike. I understand. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss, my nigga. brother. Let's get this done, Mike.